key influencer visual can be set up just like the decomposition tree visual. And then the key influencer visual can be used to analyze data factors that contribute to the increase or decrease of a particular number, or maybe that makes a value to be something that it is. So for example, this our sales data is for a period starting January 2014 and ending December 2017. Now, within that period, sales will sometimes increase and will sometimes decrease, right? As it is for any business. Now, with the key influencer visual, Power BI will automatically run a machine learning algorithm that will discover the most prominent contributors to either those increases or those decreases. So, for example, let's assume that on the average, our phone sales increases every year. So we can say that phone sales is a contributor to revenue growth. But with key influencers visual, the algorithm will find the most prominent contributors to revenue growth. So now let's go and create our key influencer visual. And like I said, it can be set up just exactly the same way that we set up the decomposition tree. So if I select the key influencer visual here, I'm going to my fields pane and I'm trying to analyze sales. Then I need to include a lot of data fields as much as possible. Since I'm basically looking for insights, I will just continue to add data fields to the explain by bucket here. So let me start by ticking category, city, then I'm going to pick what else, then I'm going to pick region, then I want segments, I want ship mode, states, subcategory, and I think that's it. So let me just zoom in here. So what the key influencers visual is saying now is that the most prominent factor that contributes to increment in sales is when the subcategory of the product that is being sold is stable. That's the most prominent factor. That's the number one guy. Then number two is if it is chairs, then technology and phones. And these are the values that these things increase by on the average for this contribution. So you can click on any one of them on the ranking so that you can see an explanation of how it's basically contributing. And we can also change what we are trying to figure out between increase and decrease by using this drop down here. So what influences sales to increase is what we are currently visualizing, but if we change this from increase to decrease, then it's going to show us the factors that contribute to decrease in sales. And we'll also have another tab for top segments. Now, the tab for top segments is a little bit different from the tab for key influencers, because the tab for key influencers is only going to rank one item at a time. So it can either be office supplies, which increases by an average of this, or it can be subcategory, which decreases rather by an average of this. But for the top segments area, it's going to find clusters of combination of several factors. Right now, it's been able to find 5 different clusters, which is segments now. So if I click on any one of them, either the ball or the name of the segment, it's going to show us what it is. So in segment 1, for example, when the category is office supplies or subcategory is art, then there's also a possibility for sales to be low. So I'll go back and stay on the key influencers as my default page, and I'm going to go back to my reports page. So now that we have like the first view, we have the first view of this advanced analysis report page. Then we are going to add another view to it that is going to have a single visual that will contain just a Q&A visual. And we are going to implement a logic where users can be able to click on a button somewhere around here to choose whether they want to go to see the Q&A visual or they want to see this default page.